Becky G in the Metro PCS Music Lounge.
Having fun performing that song.
Wow.
It's so fun to see an artist enjoy performing it.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me, actually.
Yeah.
Than't you.
It's a lot in that little 4'11" frame over
Right?
there.
Hey, speaking of breaking a sweat, what is Becky's boot camp?
Okay, Becky's Bootcamp is like this. Okay, basically, my fans, like, they see every side of me, right? And on my social media, I post a lot of the fitness stuff that I do. Like, I started training, like, MMA with my trainer just to, like, kind of just, like, learn, you know, some moves and stuff. And I felt like, why not train my fans and have them actually be a part of the training process? And I feel like one thing that I learned along the way with fitness was I hated it at first. I think everybody hates it at first.
Oh, everybody does. Yeah.
And I really did hate it. But then after some time, after like those 3 weeks of putting the time in, I realized how much better I felt about myself. And like that's the one thing that I do for myself. Like everything else is like for my family, for my fans, for the label, and I love what I do, but like that 1 hour is like dedicated to me and only me, and I love that, and I feel like everybody deserves that for themselves. So
And we could actually join that, right?
Yeah, they can actually join Becky's Bootcamp.
Becky's
And I have to
Bootcamp
do mixed
Challenge.com.
martial arts.
Yeah. No,
Do
you
I
don't have to do
that?
No, it's not. It's a lot more simple because I'm not no pro status. It's funny because in the videos you'll see I've busted a lot of jokes because my trainer's like, she's been training since she was like 5, you know,
legit.
like she's legit. So when she's doing like sit-ups, I'm like, that's the pro version. This is the normal people version. And like I obviously can't do it as good as she does, but it's about, you know, trying the best you can.
When are we going to have the Ronda Rousey versus Becky G fight?
Oh, Lord.
Never because I'm way too scared. I love her though.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
I love your story because you literally started from the bottom. Like you guys had to move into your grandparents' garage when you were little.
Yeah.
And then you started doing YouTube. How old were you when you started doing YouTube videos?
When we lost our home, I was about 9 years old, and we lived there for about 2.5, almost 3 years. And I didn't get discovered on YouTube until I was about 14 years old. And it's crazy to say, like, the internet changed my life, right? But it's also, like, becoming so much more common now. Mm-hmm. And I think what's really cool about it is I always use this, like, little analogy that it, like, reminds me of Willy Wonka and the Amazing Chocolate Factory. Like, there's all these chocolate bars. So there's all these covers on YouTube and only a few golden tickets. And
That's
I just
right.
so happened to get my golden ticket, you know?
That's a great analogy.
Who found Dr. Luke found you? Just
Yes,
random?
Dr. Luke, yeah.
So he's just on the internet looking at YouTube and
Yeah, well, it was there was this woman who was working at RCA who was in a meeting with him and was like, "Yo, I just saw this video. This little girl, you should check her out." And he was like, "Whoa, she's cool. Okay, I gotta get her in here." And I had no idea he wanted to meet me. It was funny because the woman called and was like, "Hey, I leave to New York City tomorrow. I have somebody who's dying to meet this girl. Like, we gotta meet tomorrow before I leave." So it's funny because growing up in LA, you would think that I had been in the Hollywood Hills before, but I had never in my entire life been in the Hollywood Hills. So it was my first time in the Hills.
Inglewood.
And I walked in. I know I come from Inglewood, but I hadn't been in the Hollywood Hills. So
Right.
it's a little different. Very different, actually. House is a lot bigger. So I
There's no
walked
big
in.
Inglewood sign?
Huh?
There's no big
There's
Inglewood
big,
sign?
Oh, no, there's no big Inglewood sign. There's a graffiti Inglewood sign.
there's a couple gang signs.
Yeah, just a little bit. But I walked into this beautiful home in the Hollywood Hills with my little guitar and my new outfit from Walmart, stunting on him. I was so cool. And it's just me and my mom. And I walk in and I meet this woman, and then I meet this scrawny white dude, and he walks up to me and he's like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Dr. Luke." And I was like, hold up. One, you do not look like how I thought you would have looked, and you were the guy that wanted to meet me.
Right.
This is insane because the whole drive from Inglewood to Hollywood was all his songs on the radio.
How about
So,
And
is
then
this
you're working
really
with him.
happening? Yeah.
Wow.
It was crazy.
But it took hard work. It's not like you were just given this thing.
Oh, no. It definitely didn't happen overnight. I feel like even still now, like I'm nowhere near where I want to be, you know? And I think that's what's so great about music is it's always changing and it's always evolving, and there's always something new to learn. So you're never the best. You can just be better.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you ever do the whole YouTube, like they have the neighborhood where all the YouTube stars move into? Did you ever do that? Or do you know any of
No.
those people?
No, I mean, I've met them along the way now.
Yeah.
You know, now with other social media stuff like Vine and like Twitter and stuff. Like, there's a lot of us young ones like actually starting a movement, but I hadn't met them until after the fact.
That you had already started.
Yeah.
So like the Greer brothers.
Yeah, but they're cool. Like, they're
Yeah.
all like Teen Choice Awards, all those award shows. We're all like, you know, crossing paths and stuff. It's cool.
They're on Dancing with the Stars. Like,
I
it's blowing
know.
up.